Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Zebu Nation. We're here with Michigan State University. We're getting into the Big Ten tournament finale, the final. I don't know why I said finale. It is the final game of the Big Ten tournament, and it is Michigan State versus Indiana University. Ol' IU. One of the better programs, one of the better soccer programs in the Big Ten. 6-4 favorites. We're being the white jerseys today because we are at home at DeMartin Stadium. 718 tickets. That's a little disappointing for the Big Ten tournament final. 51 degrees and breezy isn't too bad. I mean, that shouldn't keep people away. That's for sure. That's perfectly fine November weather. No problems there. George Gonzalez is the referee today. 45 yellow cards on the season, average of 2.5 per match. Saw what happened last game where we had, 15 yellow cards by halftime. That's no good. Anyway, let's take a look at Indiana. They did beat us 3-0 earlier in the season when we had a depleted squad. They've got a pretty good team, though they're dealing with some issues. They've got 4 players on international duty, 1 player injured. 2 of their best players are out with international duty. One of their other players, Nate Cartwright, 19-year-old inverted winger, who looks pretty decent. He needs rest. Central defender David Smith needs rest. Ochoa needs rest. Stamler needs rest. I'm going to assume that our players need rest too, because if you look at the schedule here, we played in the semifinals 2 days ago. That's not good. That's not great. Normally, you'd think we'd get a week between games, but no. We get 2 days between games. So let's get to our team selection. See what's up. So yeah, everybody is tired. Shaheta needs a rest. So we can bring in Portugal for him. There's no problemo there. Now, we do have Louis Armstrong on the bench. We could maybe start him for Green. I don't know what else we might want to do. I mean, we could save some of our better guys for second half. Nielsen needs a rest. Bring in Esquivel. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So a few substitutes before the game, and then, of course, it's because it's college, we can sub everybody back in the second half. So that's no problem. We don't have anybody suspended. We can bring Wardle back from the intramurals, and he can go into the lineup, the walk-on. And I guess we'll go with that for now. So first half, we'll have a bit of a rotated team, and then second half, we can bring our starters in if necessary. Morris may struggle. What's Eisner look like these days? 9-9. 4 heading's not great. But I guess I'd rather have Morris at the end of the game than the beginning of the game. Eisner and Esquivel apparently have a partnership, so that's good. That's fine. Okay. Maybe they're roommates. They share a dorm room. They've got a connection. Maybe they played on the same high school team. That's a possibility. I don't think they've played a ton together this season. They played a few games, I'm sure. Anyway, Z formation, of course. Zelik still in goal. Johnstone, Kaba, Armstrong, Eisner. We saw those. Jaijun, Portugal in the midfield. Torres, Miller, Esquivel, and Bernard up top. They've got Rigg in goal. 15 concessions and 17 appearances. That's not terrible. Smith, Alberts, Vila, Ochoa, Alcaron. No. Anyway. Alarcon. Anyway, Garcia, Cartwright, Lundy, leading assist man with 9 on the season. That's quite a few assists. Aguirre and Mueller up top. 3 goals on the season. All right. Pep talk. We owe Indiana after what happened last match. We sure do. They beat us. They kicked us while we were down. We'll definitely not forget that. Okay, again. So apparently we have been tackling goalkeepers all season. That I just haven't noticed that. Maybe you thought it was some grand strategy that I had. And nobody mentioned it because they're like, I guess he knows what he's doing. I don't know. But no, I did not realize that's what I was doing. Everything else I'm pretty sure I'm doing on purpose. But that was not one of them. All right. Michigan State, blah, 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 assistant coach. Let's go. Here we go. Farmland pasture in the background, as it should be here at DeMartin Stadium. Let's go. Campus of Michigan State University. Yeah. First highlight. Esquivel's got plenty of space down the right-hand side. He's got an overlapping fullback, but he just sends it in. Bernard wasn't too aggressive with that, and Rigg was able to come out and snatch it out of the air. 2 minutes in, Torres with a free kick. Whoa, that was a sneaky boot. Looked like he was going to run up to it, and then he just kind of stopped and flicked it. Another free kick. Armstrong. Look, Indiana's coming out aggressive. Miller's got some space. He's got some runners. Everybody's, I don't know, mostly composed. A little apprehensive. Armstrong and Esquivel are apprehensive, but they haven't played a ton. Not recently anyway, so, they can be a little apprehensive, I guess. Other than that, not a lot going on. Garcia with the first yellow card of the game for Indiana. Okay, let's go, boys. Let's go. 12 minutes down. Got 3 shots, none on target. 55% possession. Miller, 8th yellow card of the season, so he's going to be suspended for first game next year. I don't know how that works. Jelic boots one downfield. Esquivel chases it. Gets the header back to Eisner, who loses possession to Cartwright from Indiana. He turns it over, though. Johnston just bombs it forward to Bernard. His shot is deflected into the stratosphere. And we're going to get a corner out of it. All right. Torres. Miller's been booked. Yeah, we'll tell him to ease off. Sure, why not? Jaijun looks to restart the offense after the failed corner. Gets it to Portugal, who's out wide. Playing around with it in the midfield. Bernard looked a little offside. But Indiana intercepts, and they're going to start the other way. They're not in too big of a hurry. 17 minutes. So second half, we can bring in Nielsen, Shaheda, and Morris. Have a little bit more firepower there in the second half. We'll see. Eisner and Armstrong are nervous. Here's Lundy with a free kick for Indiana. Drops it off to Aguirre. Gets it back, sort of. Weaves through traffic, triple covered. Not sure what Indiana's doing here, but they're trying to form some semblance of an attack. Garcia out wide to Lundy. Sends it out wide to Viala on the overlap. Ooh, that header went off the crossbar. Indiana retains possession. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's get the steal. There we go. There we go. Nope. Right back could not get the steal. There's an interesting tackle from Esquivel. He was determined to foul. Blunt their momentum. After all that, they still only have 2 shots and 1 on target. Here's Mueller. Ooh. His free kick goes off the crossbar. They're hitting a lot of woodwork at the moment. But so far, have not scored. Here we go. Johnstone with the throw in. Loses it. Lundy for Indiana to Aguirre. Ball stolen by Miller. Great play. See if we can start the counterattack. Esquivel bombs it ahead. Bernard on the run behind the defense. Stopped by Rigg. Diana Rigg in goal. The original Avenger herself. We go Miller. Is that, was she? I don't remember. Was she in the Avengers? Wasn't that her? No, that wasn't her. Who am I thinking of? Anyway. Not like Marvel's Avengers, but like the 60s Avengers. Anyway, it's an old TV show. Bernard with the free kick. Please save us. Please save us. No. Mrs. Peel. Yeah. All right. 32 minutes down. Let's hope this half ends quickly. Torres. Indiana wins it. And Cartwright is going to gather it in to start the counterattack. Indiana hasn't had too many breakaway chances. They've had a few that have hit the crossbar. But so far, our defense has held pretty well in, the play of, what do they call it? The sequence of play? I don't know. Having problems today. Just probably shouldn't have recorded, but you know what? It's fine. Yellow card. Get out of here. Give him a yellow. Give him a red. Garcia. Ref reaches into the pocket. There we go, boys. Man advantage time. Power play. Going into halftime. Still 35 minutes down. We still got 10 minutes to play here. Here's Johnstone with the throw in. Shaijun, he's got Portugal wide open. His shot right off the face of the goalkeeper, and Bernard pounces on the rebound and scores. I mean, that was a rocket shot. Surprised the keeper was able to stop that. And I think it stunned him when it hit him. Watch this. Bang, right off the face. And Bernard just puts it in. Rigg is not going to have those movie star good looks after that shot. Just blasted him in the face. All right, so we got our goal. It's with a lot of substitutes in the game, too. A lot of substitutes who are currently nervous and apprehensive. Jaijun is nervous, and everybody else we put in the game is also nervous and apprehensive. So we'll bring in some substitutes at halftime. And, hopefully we can ride out the second half. 2 minutes of extra time, just about up, and there it is. F time. All right, 1-0. 9 shots to 4, 4 on target to 2, 13 fouls to 12. Indiana had 54% possession, so they sort of turned it up in that second half. Or at least the second half of the second half. Anyway, tactics. All right. So, what do? We move Portugal down to defensive midfielder. Bring in Shahida. Bring in our right side of our defense. Morris, Green. Is that what we do? No. Morris, yes. Green, no. Because Armstrong is still 91% fit. And we need to keep fit guys in the team. Now, Esquivel for Nielsen. Nielsen's 81%. We can bring him in. We can stand to bring him in a little bit later. I think Vargas for Miller isn't terrible. Dressing room, pep talk. Happy with your performance? Keep it up. Let us end the pep talk and start the second half. It's raining now. So we got to sort of balance, you know, fitness with, of course, talent and attitude. John Stone and Jellick had a bit of a miscommunication there, but Jellick was able to come out and get the ball, thankfully. That would have been a horrific goal to give up. Jellick's going to boot one downfield. Vila. Alberts turns it over. Bernard scores. He's been a maniac in the Big Ten tournament. He is a big game player. The senior trying to make a statement. Albertson drops it back. A little bad touch by Alberts, and Bernard off to the races. Great finish. Goalkeeper didn't even have a chance. 2-0. That should do it. Armstrong is still a little nervous. It would be beneficial. Yeah, forget that. Forget that. We're keeping Portugal at defensive midfielder. Okay, 52 minutes down. Rigg sends it forward. Torres heads it on to Bernard. Bernard out wide. Esquivel to Morris. Vargas trying to play that playmaker role. Portugal, great find. Forward to Torres. Torres takes the shot. Just wide. Still putting pressure on him. That's good. Defense, they got some tired boys out there. Smith at left back. Down to 57%. We don't have anybody that bad, that's for sure. Here's a throw-in. Indiana. Ochoa on the far side. Anderson nods it back to him, and Indiana's going to try to start some kind of attack. Alarcon. I don't know. I really don't like that name. I've never seen that name before. I do not know how to pronounce it. So please stop giving it to him, although they're going to give it to Cartwright on the backside, who scores. Don't like that at all. Let's see here. Let's take up the telestrator and see what we're looking at. Looking at this matchup right here on the back side. These two guys are going to fight it out. It's going to be a simple one-on-one matchup between the right back and the left winger. Guire's going to bring the ball downfield, and it's just going to be a simple cross to the one-on-one matchup, and his winger, the winger wins it, unfortunately. Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. All right. Watch the matchup. Aguirre just bombs it, and Cartwright, you know, tried to come back and fight it. Tried to get in the way, but Cartwright was too much for Morris there on the backside. All right, 62 minutes in. Let's bring in... I mean, Armstrong is so fit, I don't really want to, you know, change him around. So we're going to bring in Green. And bring Brad Edwards in on the left back. And then we'll bring in Nielsen at, or not left back, left wing. Nielsen at the right wing. We're making all kinds of changes. Keep Bernard in up top. I guess after all this, I should have let Van Boxtel go out on international duty because he has not played at all in the Big Ten tournament. He's just, you know, Bernard's been too good. All right, 64 minutes. They've brought it back to a goal. Things are a little bit... Tell our players to play more direct. Okay, that's fine. Johnston with a throw-in to Portugal. Shaheta. Back to Portugal. things are a little tight now. 1-goal lead. There's a tackle from Indiana, but Vargas has it. Vargas gets to the semicircle and scores. Uses some of that striker ability to score from the midfield. Who needs the team captain when you've got depth, I guess? It's a good tackle there, but Shaheda was there. Vargas just all alone fires it from the semicircle. There we go. That eases off a little bit of the pressure. 14 shots, 6 on target. 15 fouls, 50% possession. That's not terrible. Vargas with an 8.0 rating and a goal. That's a pretty good substitute. Portugal has played well when we played him at that Segundo Volante position. He's continuing that trend with an 8.3 rating. Here's a long bomb downfield. Bernard goes for it, but Rigg is able to come out of goal and intercept it. Although we're going to start a new highlight here, apparently. Rigg bombs it downfield to Green, who bombs it straight back. Bernard on the run. Ochoa. Oh, Rigg. Yikes. Bad touch. Bad touch on the back pass, and Bernard pounces again for his, 5th goal in 2 games. He's bombing it downfield. Ochoa, I mean, not a terrible idea to pass it back to Rigg, but Rigg, just a bad touch. Back pass was a little bit too swift. All right, that should seal it up. 3-1. That should seal up our Big Ten tournament championship. That's pretty good. I think we were denied a regular season championship by, circumstance, because of all of our players who went out on international duty. And I didn't really realize how big of an effect that would have on this team, because the tournaments lasted a little bit longer than I thought they would. So, yeah, it's good that we got some kind of hardware out of it. And, it'd be nice to move on to another team, leaving behind a trophy in the cabinet of Michigan State University. Here's Aguirre on the run for Indiana. Gets it forward to Vargas. Indiana has their own Vargas, but he's not quite as good as ours, I guess. Let's see. John Stone at left back could use a sub. So bring in Richards. Richards has not played much this season, but, he's a body. He's a player out there. No need to have him on the team if he can't play. Shaheda heads it on. 84 minutes. Interception by Edwards. Edwards has fresh legs. He's getting forward. Alberts intercepts. Indiana back the other way. Vargas. Oh, boy. Vargas. Great stop by Jelic. All right. We should probably get our other guys in the game as well. Just to say thanks to everybody. Bernard has his hat trick, his second hat trick. We'll take him off and give him sort of the hero's welcome. Let him, the hero's salute, I guess. Let the crowd cheer the senior. Then we'll bring in Gonzalez, sort of the locker room guy who's not played much at all this season in any capacity. He was one of those recruits that we brought in just for pure depth. I mean, he's not very good. He's very big, 15 jumping reach, 6'6". He's a leader. He's aggressive, but technically he's far behind his teammates. But we're gonna bring him in for the last 10 minutes, and hopefully he doesn't cost us a championship. Up 3 goals, he shouldn't, but we're going to bring him on. Louis Armstrong, I mean, he came in and played a heck of a game. Coming off the bench, he's basically a depth substitute in the second half of the season. He was just there. He didn't start many games, But, he came in and played well this game. Portugal sends it ahead. Shaheta still in there. Drops it back to Green. See what Green's going to do with it. Bombs it forward. Van Boxtel. 4 minutes of stoppage time, so Indiana might get one. Here's Green. See what he can do with it or not do with it. He drops it back to Jelic. Okay. No problem so far. Vargas wins the header, but Aguirre intercepts for Indiana. Looking backside. Gomez. Nope. That's probably Indiana's last hurrah. One minute down in extra time. Vila out. Look at their goalkeeper with a 5.7 rating. That's terrible. 30 seconds to go. Morris sends it downfield to Vargas. Shaheda boots one long for Edwards, who heads it on. Rigg catches it, and that will probably be it. We will be Big Ten champions. Depending on how you see it. Some leagues, they look at the tournament champion as the league champion. Some leagues look at the regular season champion as the league champion. It just depends on how you view it, I guess. But there it is. Yay, look at that. We get confetti. We get a stage and a trophy. Champions of the Big Ten in the rain at DeMartin Stadium. There we are. Look at that. Carrying the trophy off the field. Lumbering off the field with the gigantic trophy. Bernard. Whoa. 6 goals in 2 games. That's pretty amazing. Let's take a look at this guy. Look at his history. 19 appearances, 9 goals, 709 rating. Is there a way to see, game by game stats? Is there a graph? That's a great graph. Sure. Injuries, no. Anyway, he had a great season. And we had a pretty good season. Very happy about everything that happened. Now we'll see if we so we win the Big Ten tournament. Defeated 10-man Indiana. Yeah. Fitness concerns. Stellar for Michigan State. 3 goals, 9.6 rating. Outstanding. Assignment completed. Oh. We had our coach, or our scout, scouting the Big Ten. And he's completed that because the Big Ten is now over. All right, that wasn't as exciting as I was hoping. So we'll send the assistant to the press conference. Now, what about the NCAA tournament? Do we make it or not? Is there a selection Sunday like there is for the basketball tournament? Doesn't look like it. Bjarnason is on international duty for the next 2 days. I was a little bit worried that I might stunt our guys' growth by not letting them go out on international duty. But I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad we were able to win that tournament. All right. Indiana, controversial red card. That's fine. Continue on. See if we make it to Big Ten tournament or NCAA tournament. Squad dynamic. Nope. Preseason start. Okay. 5 weeks is what you normally do it. So I guess we do not get an NCAA tournament berth. Restricted transfer window opens. I hate that. Yeah, so nothing else on the calendar other than restricted transfer dates. So I guess we'll end it there. We'll come back when something happens, either a new job or the NCAA tournament, depending. It might sneak up on us. Because I heard it takes place in the off season, so maybe it's just not on the calendar yet. But anyway, we won the championship. It's a great season. Take a look at our coach before we leave. My profile, 25 years old. Can we ask the board for a coaching course? Start a coaching course. A license. I would like to be allowed for a coaching course. We agree. All right. So we get a coaching course. That might mean I have to stay here, though. I don't know. Yeah, I probably do. Anyway, you know, when I look at these abilities and my national reputation, I don't know. Ooh, I don't know if I should try to get another job, but anyway, we're trying to work our way up, so it's no problem to get, you know, to get another small job. That's what this database is here for, right? Anyway, we're going to end it. Stop rambling. Get out of here. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.